Mikelle is a cosmetologist in Morgan Hill. She says she sees beauty in every client, in spite of a 7-year struggle to see anything worthwhile in her own mirror.
I hated myself.
As a teenager, Mikelle lived with her parents, attended private school, and church each week.
As soon as I understood what it meant to ask Jesus into your heart, I did, with my dad and my sister.
But low self-esteem created conflict in her heart and in her life. At 16, she met a boy, started a relationship, and soon became pregnant. She told no one except for him.
He said that we probably wouldn't stay together if we had the baby, and we wouldn't be able to move forward in our lives. I didn't necessarily want to have an abortion, but I kind of felt like, well, that is kind of what I should do, because I don't deserve something good. I was just devastated, and I knew it was wrong the whole time I was doing it, the whole time. I remember laying there saying, God, I hope you forgive me. This is just not, I know it's not okay. I felt disgusted with myself. I felt like a horrible person. I felt like I couldn't make decisions, so I would let people around me make decisions for me, which mostly was my boyfriend. I wanted to die.
Anxious, sick, and severely depressed, Mikelle suffered in silence for 5 years, staying with her boyfriend well after the relationship went bad.
I felt like I had to stay with him because of this, that I couldn't be with anybody else. Nobody would understand. I didn't think anyone would love me.
Including the Lord.
I felt guilty the whole time. I felt not worthy of a lot of things.
And yet, Mikelle still attended church, where she heard about RealOptions and their need for volunteers.
I started thinking, RealOptions, maybe I could volunteer there and just be a part of something like that. Maybe I'll feel like I can fit in, because I didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. In learning about volunteering, there was a portion where they said, and we have the Hope Summit and the Hope Retreats that we have for people who need to recover through abortions. And if you've ever had an abortion, we ask that you go through this, anybody who works here, because we want to make sure you've had healing prior to volunteering.
She was intrigued. Abortion recovery was something she had never heard about, never considered. A counselor found a spot for her at a Hope Retreat.
I just thank God that He brought me there. And I didn't realize there was people like me, or who even felt like me, that wanted something different, that didn't know why they felt the way they did, but just knew that it wasn't okay and that they had to do something. When I left, I felt so loved. I felt like there was actually a chance that I might love myself someday again.
Someday came soon. The retreat was followed by an 8-week small group study, where Mikelle says she worked hard to heal.
The healing process that I've been through has impacted me hugely on feeling like I'm able to be loved by the Lord and loving myself, and then being able to actually be loved by somebody else, truly, and accepting it.
His name is James, a Christian man who fell in love with Mikelle, appreciating her honesty when she told him about her past, admiring her strength, and proposing to her 10 months after they met.
When you see me walking down the aisle at my wedding, you'll be seeing somebody who's not defined by their mistakes and their choices in life, but who deserves to be loved and to be happy and be able to enjoy who they are as a person. Out of a puzzle of pieces that just look like a mess, it's turned into something beautiful that I would never imagine.
James, you may now kiss your bride.
Something beautiful, which is finally the way Mikelle regards herself, as she helps women to feel pretty at the salon and helps women feel hopeful as a RealOptions volunteer.
There's people who come in who said, "Thank you for sharing your story with me, and I had an abortion, and can you help me?" because I know that you were able to go through something and you got healing from it. I am excited to see what my future holds. Before, I didn't even want a future, where now I'm just excited about what God has for me, and I live so much more free.